your neck is just as visible as your face unless you live in turtlenecks. Every time someone compliments my skin, I am laced with this. The skincare industry can actually feel quite ageist. Just a little bit like scrubbing your face with a towel for 8 hours a day. Today is the day. I'm following up on my very successful video, skincare habits that I formed in my 20s. I posted this video 3 years ago when I first entered my 30s. In that video, which we will refer to as part 1, I discussed the importance of drinking water and minimizing alcohol. I've since quit alcohol entirely, double cleansing the skin instead of using makeup wipes, using skincare acids like glycolic and ingredients like retinol, essentially going for ingredients over packaging, hydration and facial mists. I talked about sheet masks, which I no longer use because I just feel like they're very unnecessarily bad for the environment. We chatted about using broad spectrum SPF every day. We chatted about using mineral makeup as the makeup base, like your foundation, the importance of not smoking, the importance of diet when it comes to your skin, keeping sugar low, lactose low, eating healthy fats, quality proteins, antioxidants. In relation to acne, I chatted about having a consistent workout routine and avoiding starting and stopping a lot, stress management, supplements, and avoiding touching the face often, changing pillowcases, that kind of thing. So they're all things that are in part 1, which I'll link below. And in this video, I'm going to talk about more habits that I either have formed or am forming in my 30s that I just really wish I'd started sooner. I don't like, and I try not to use the term anti-aging anymore. As a woman who is getting older, it just feels kind of gross to talk about trying to stop the aging process, trying to completely reverse the natural progression of aging skin. I really want to embrace aging. Of course, I still want to care for my skin, but I want to embrace aging. It's a natural part of life. None of us can stop aging. None of us. No skin treatment or injection or anything like that is ever going to stop you from aging. I've never had any filler. I've never had Botox. I'm not completely against these things, and I know that how we feel about these things can evolve over time. So I'm never saying never, but I would like to avoid them. They kind of scare me a bit.
I've been doing dermal fillers for the past 15 years, and what these MRIs are showing is that the filler is lasting for a lot longer than we think. Patients are saying that their filler goes. Say you feel someone's cheek and they say 6 months later it's gone. It's not actually gone, it's actually like the lips, they've migrated to a different area.
I'm way more about prevention over treatment when it's possible. First things first, if you saw my skincare decluttering video earlier this year, you'll know that I get sent a lot of skincare PR, and around 31, 32, I developed quite a bad habit of constantly trying new things because I was always trying to find the new best thing to share with you, and it doesn't do me any favors. I firmly believe in sticking to oldies but goldies. And what I mean by that is products that I know that my skin likes, and so what if they're not brand new? So what if everyone already knows about them? I do genuinely believe the skincare boom is dying off. That huge spike we saw where there was 1 billion skincare brands and 1 million jillion skincare products. I don't know what happened there during the pandemic, but there was just an explosion. It felt so just like overkill, there are established, tried and tested amazing products for every skin type out there already. We don't need more. I love brands like CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, Clinique, Pixie. On the higher end, I love Sunday Riley, Image Skincare. On that, I think it's just really important to not just look at someone you follow online and be like, oh, if I use what she's using, I'll have skin like her. It's not how it works. We all have different skin. We all have to research what will work for our skin type. My skin type is combination, and I'm very pale, of course. I've got acne scars. My needs and what I want for my skin might be slightly different from your needs and your skin. So I don't think you should ever really look to random influencers for products to use. The next habit, I wish I started doing this 10 years ago, is preventing product and hydration loss and fine lines by using a silk pillowcase instead of a cotton pillowcase. I need to start this point by saying that if you sleep on your front, like, you know how I've even had this over the years when I filmed myself doing my skincare, and people have been like, you're using that cloth way too rough around your eyes and your face, and it made me very aware to like be more gentle with towels and cloths when I'm removing, you know, my cleanser, for example. If you're really rough with your face and pushing it and pulling it all these different directions, it's not good for your skin at all. If you're a face sleeper, your face is smushed up against like a cotton pillowcase for 8 hours a night. Think about that over like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. It's a long time for your face to be like. So if you can sleep on your back, I cannot do that. I am a side sleeper. So if you sleep on your front or your side like me, highly recommend using a silk pillowcase at night. I've been learning a lot about silk recently, and it turns out it doesn't just make us feel all elegant, you know, it actually has very real benefits. It has 18 amino acids. Its molecular structure is really similar to that of like the fibers, the collagen fibers that make up our skin. And research into the cosmetic applications of silk has shown that sleeping on a silk pillowcase can actually prevent or decrease the formation of fine lines and wrinkles, and you'll lose less of your product. Silk absorbs less moisture than cotton. So like, you know, you're putting on your expensive face oil going to bed, it's not all going to end up soaked up into your pillowcase. Silk is hypoallergenic. It's great for people with sensitive skin because it's totally free of irritating chemicals. It's got antimicrobial properties, antibacterial properties going on. And I think we can all agree that silk is just beautiful. For Christmas last year, I bought a pair of pink silky pajamas for my mom and for my mother-in-law from a brand called Lily Silk. Just amazing, zero waste, beautiful stuff on their site. Anyway, when I was buying them their fancy pajamas, I was like, this is too fancy of a thing to buy for yourself, right? No, I need this bit of fancy in my life. Since I started using a silk pillowcase from Lily Silk, I wake up in the morning with less creases on my face, you know, like sleep creases that you get. I even feel like I look more fresh because I've slept better, because it's just so soft and comfortable. Because we moved and bought this house, Lily Silk sent me a gift of this exquisite bedding. Oh my god, so gorgeous. I really wanted to work with them. I have nabbed a cheeky little 12% off everything on their website discount for you using the code 12Melanie. It's coming up to Christmas, you know, and they have such lovely gift stuff, gorgeous packaging. If you have a partner, maybe send the code to your partner to get you a little present, or just treat yourself. They do all kinds of stuff. Like these are from Lily Silk, beautiful pure cashmere pajamas. Cashmere gets softer with every wear, like over time, and recently it's just like comfort city in these. On the topic of sleep quality, so huge. I don't know how I didn't talk about this in my 20s skincare habits video. I think probably because like I just didn't prioritize sleep nearly as much then as I do now. If you want good skin, you have to sleep enough. Like this is why when you have a child you feel 10 years older. Like you look in the mirror and you're like, who is that? Sleep directly impacts your hormones. Your hormones directly impact your skin. During your sleep is when your body does most of its repairing and restoration and rejuvenation. Basically, if you're skimping out on sleep by choice, just don't. Like if you're staying up late to do whatever, no, you need 6 to 8 hours a night. And without enough full sleep cycles in the night, and a full sleep cycle is about an hour and a half, like 90 minutes, your collagen and elastin won't repair as fast. You'll have less skin cell turnover, your skin can sag. It's just not a friend to your skin. And yeah, like when I was in the height of like baby stage, I feel like every sleep cycle that I had at night was interrupted, and after a few months I was looking haggard. My toddler's been sleeping through the night for a few months now, but obviously I have another one about to pop, so it's even more important that I do all of these other things. Sometimes I go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock now at night, and it's so good. Next one is another SPF point. I know I talked about SPF the last time, but I kind of feel like I used to feel fine with SPF 30. Like I was like, it's sufficient, it's enough. But SPF 50 is ideal. It is ideal because I have such fair skin, and in Ireland there's very high rates of skin cancer as well. We need to wear SPF inside because windows don't protect you from dem rays. Like if you look at pictures of truck drivers and stuff who've driven trucks for years and years, and one side of their face was more exposed to the sun, you can really see the effects of the sun. That's why broad spectrum is so important as well. Protects against UVA and UVB rays, both of which cause DNA damage to your skin. And another thing I didn't mention in the last video that I'm kind of trying to take more seriously now is topping up on SPF. It doesn't last all day. If you only put it on once in the morning, it only works for a couple of hours. So there are loads of tutorials online showing you how to reapply sun cream even if you're wearing makeup, but you can even get just like facial sprays or mists that have SPF 50 in them to just spritz over on top of your makeup. Okay, the neck. I've stopped neglecting my neck and my décolletage. I now consider my neck an extension of my face, and whatever I do to my face, I also do to my neck. People spend so much time looking after their faces, from like procedures to like cleansing, toning, moisturizing, everything to keep their skin looking nice and plump and fresh. But your neck is just as visible as your face unless you live in turtlenecks. Your neck gets the same amount of environmental exposure. It goes through the same kind of natural wear and tear that your face will go through in terms of like constant movements and position changes and whatnot. Like even our hands, like the especially the back of your hands. Like I know that during the pandemic, a lot of us became a lot more aware of using like hand cream because we were constantly washing our hands and it really dries your skin out and stuff. So like hopefully a lot of us are in more of a habit of moisturizing our hands. But like, yeah, I am so much more aware of how my hands and my neck, if I just ignore them, they'll look less cared for than my face when I'm older. And I want my body parts to be matchy. So yeah, the most important things for your neck really and the back of the hands is like moisturizer and sun cream. Back to makeup, right? So in my skincare habits I formed in my 20s video, I talk about wearing mineral makeup. I have gone one step further and I now barely ever wear makeup. Even today I don't have base makeup on. So I have eyebrows, I have mascara, I have a tiny bit of this like liquid blush thing, tinsy bit of lip balm, you know, bit of highlighter up here, but I try and focus more on skincare. I feel like I look better without any base makeup on now, and that's probably because I've been caring for my skin a lot for a long time. I think as well though, you know, I have got fine lines and stuff like that, and my face does crinkle up and crease up a lot more because I'm 33, and the makeup can get like caught in the lines, and then I have to keep dabbing it out and re-spreading it out, and I just feel like that looks worse when it settles into them, you know. And obviously like sometimes I absolutely do wear makeup, like I'd say one day a week though. It's definitely not a daily thing for me at all anymore. A lot to do with time, but also like, yeah, I do kind of just like how I look without it. When I get complimented on my skin, it's usually always when I have sprayed rose water on my face, just 100% rose water, and I do this a few times a day when I remember. On there's the odd day where I'm just crap. Rose water became like my holy grail after I had my first child, because for weeks I did no skincare. I didn't have the brain space, I didn't have the energy. I was just constantly, I obviously had washed my face in the shower, but the only thing I was using was rose water, and it just makes your skin look really hydrated and lovely, and like even when you're not wearing makeup, I love it. If you do wear makeup every day, and on days when I do wear makeup, and this is really important, so doing the skincare routine earlier in the day, like removing the makeup as soon as you feel comfortable removing it, like not leaving it on up until the second you're getting into bed, because the more hours of the day that you have like the great ingredients penetrating your skin on your face instead of like the layers of makeup and stuff, the better. So there are times when I forget this, but like I try really hard that like if I'm going out somewhere or doing something, like recently I was filming this TV thing, like a book club review thing, and I got home fairly early and I had loads of makeup on from it. As soon as I got in the door, like ran into the bathroom, was just like double cleansing and all the stuff, because I just didn't want to sit around in that all day for no reason. It was just me and my toddler here at home, so I was like, why? Like, yeah, I used to wear makeup for myself, but like I don't look at my reflection much anymore. I'm always so busy looking after my kid and stuff, so it just felt like, you know, oh, I could be doing my skin giving it some TLC right now instead. The last one then is facial massage. I'm pretty sure I didn't talk about that in my habits I formed in my 20s video, because it is more so something I've gotten into in my 30s. And I don't always make time for using the actual massage tools, like the, you know, the rollers and the gua shas and all that kind of stuff. I did before I had my baby. I did that a lot more. But now I just try, when I'm putting on my oils at night, I try to make sure that I do a good facial massage, lymphatic drainage type stuff. And like, there's just certain motions, and I like massage upwards here, and I have a video actually talking through some facial massage things that I do. Pretty sure I go through like with a tool and without a tool, and I will link that down below. But that is, I just really think that has made a difference. And again, I wish I'd started doing it when I was younger. You live and you learn these things over time, and I hope that there's something in this video that you take and you incorporate into your own routine. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you can find a nice little prezzy for yourself or someone else on the Lily Silk website. Don't forget that you can get 12% off everything on their website using 12 Melanie. And yeah, that's another skincare video from me. I'm gonna go. Why do I do this every time I'm finishing videos? Bye.